Retirement is often seen as a well-earned break, a time to relax after decades of hard work. But what happens when the cost of that break falls on the shoulders of working people? In the U.S. alone, over 56 million people are aged 65 or older, and that number is expected to reach 80 million by 2040. Today, we're asking a difficult question. Is helping retired elders becoming an unsustainable financial burden for younger generations? Retirement used to last 10 to 15 years. But thanks to medical advances and healthier lifestyles, many people now live 25 to 30 years after retiring. That's 3 decades of housing, food, healthcare, and support, often without a steady income. The average American retiree spends over $4,300 per month, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Multiply that by 12 months and 25 years, and you're looking at over $1.2 million in retirement expenses. Yet most Americans haven't saved nearly enough. In fact, nearly half of retirees rely primarily on Social Security, which averages just $1,800 per month. The gap between what retirees need and what they have is growing, and someone has to fill it. That someone is often their adult children. A 2023 AARP study found that 28% of working adults provide financial support to aging parents, often while raising their own kids. This group, known as the sandwich generation, is squeezed from both sides. Imagine paying for daycare and your mom's prescriptions in the same week, or taking unpaid leave to drive your dad to medical appointments. These aren't rare cases. They're everyday realities. And the cost is steep. Lost wages, missed promotions, and drained retirement savings. According to Merrill Lynch, family caregivers spend an average of $7,000 per year out of pocket. Over a decade, that's $70,000. Money that could have gone toward their own future. The problem isn't just personal, it's systemic. Social Security's trust fund is projected to be depleted by 2034, potentially reducing benefits by 20%. Medicare is also under pressure, with costs expected to double by 2031. Meanwhile, private pensions have all but disappeared. Only 15% of private sector workers have access to a defined benefit pension today. And long-term care? It's shockingly expensive. A private room in a nursing home averages over $9,000 per month. Without reform, the financial burden will keep shifting to working families, creating a cycle of economic fragility that spans generations. So what's the solution? First, we need to rethink retirement. Not as a full stop, but as a transition. Many retirees are healthy, skilled, and capable of contributing through part-time work, mentorship, or volunteering. Programs like Encore.org are helping older adults find purpose-driven roles in education, healthcare, and nonprofits. Second, we need stronger public policies. Tax credits for family caregivers. Expanded access to affordable long-term care. Incentives for phased retirement and flexible work. And finally, we need cultural change. Supporting elders should be a shared responsibility, not a silent sacrifice made by overworked families. Helping elders is noble. But when it comes at the cost of financial stability for working people, it's time to ask hard questions. Can we afford to keep doing things the same way? Or is it time to build a system that honors aging, without bankrupting the next generation? If this message resonates, share it. Subscribe for more content that challenges assumptions and sparks solutions. Because aging with dignity shouldn't come at the expense of those still building their lives.